funny things in life that's totally true is if you give a lot, then you get a lot. Well, that doesn't make any sense because usually when you give, you don't have it anymore. But boy, that's a rule of life. If you give a lot, all these incredible things come back to you. And so if it applies to work, when you give yourself a lot toward work, amazing things come back to you. We have this incredible program, it's called Ixl. And so that whole buffet of learning is set before you, but all you have to do is sit up and eat. And so you can see by these bars, which only measure the number of questions you answered this week, you can see there's a big difference in everyone in the class. And so we've got some of the tallest bars that answered a lot of questions. In fact, that was like 792 questions that Zariah answered, and Braden and Talia, Francisco, Joel, they answered the most. But then we had a lot of other people who did quite a few too, like Adam, Jasmine, Madison, Isabella, Aiden. And then there's some smaller bars where you had about 90, and there were a few of you as well. But my point is, there are 227 skills in Ixl. They're in reading, they're in writing, they're in vocabulary, and they're also in grammar. So if you really, really, really rise up to have the focus to do these, you are going to get so much out of it. And so what will you get out of it? Well, for one thing, we're having the drawing on Monday of all those prizes. And every time you get 100 in Ixl skill, your name will go in the hat. But even bigger to come out of it, if you do a lot of Ixl, is that you will just leave fourth grade having so much knowledge in the world of language arts. And so that's why I want so much for everybody to rise up and really have the discipline to work in this. And so one of the biggest things we learned this year in fourth grade is just the idea of focus and how good it feels to rise up and work, because then you rise up and succeed. And that's one of the beauties of life. And so all I can say is, boy, use your time and feel the roar of success as you do lots and lots of Ixl. So if you've been in the group that's kind of done nothing, here are all the lessons that we are doing. They're always on Google Classroom. And so if you want to be successful, you look at Google Classroom. A lot of people ask me, what am I going to do? Well, it's always on Google Classroom. You've heard that like 100 times, and that's what we're doing. And so here are the lessons I would like you to catch up on. And this is not to punish you, it's to make you be successful, because that's what fourth grade is all about this year. So here's a celebration to the work that you're going to do before